Climate change has accelerated the need for a just energy transition from thermal power to cleaner technologies. The world remains dependent on coal-fired power plants, which has led to significant greenhouse gas emissions. ACEN was faced with the challenge of achieving its target of building a 100% renewable energy portfolio by 2025 as a step forward to its net zero commitment by 2050, while its 246 MW South Luzon Thermal Energy Corporation coal plant in Calaca, Batangas continues to operate as a base load plant to complement the company's renewable assets and ensure power reliability.
In line with these commitments, ACEN planned to divest its remaining coal plant, SLTech, and then reinvest the proceeds to support its aggressive renewables expansion. While many of our investors supported the coal divestment initiative, some ESG-oriented investors questioned whether the company is just passing the emission problem to somebody else and raised the concern that other owners may not be as transparent or responsible in managing a coal plant, and worse, would run the coal plant for a very long time to maximize its investment. This posed an interesting dilemma. Keeping the coal plant does seem more responsible than divesting, but then ESG investors won't invest in ACEN. If we divested, that would seem not as responsible. And if we shut down the plant, that wouldn't be responsible either, as the country needs the supply.
The Asian Development Bank, or ADB, announced a range of high-level measures aimed at taking transformation action against climate change, one of which is an innovative concept called the Energy Transition Mechanism, or ETM, which aims to leverage low-cost and long-term funding geared towards early coal retirement and the reinvestment of proceeds to enable more renewable energy projects. Taking off from the principles of the ETM envisioned by ADB, ACEN's own ETM will enable the early retirement of SLTech's coal plant, reducing the plant's technical life in half as the company ensures the plant transition to a cleaner technology by 2040.
We took that idea and customized the structure for SLTech with the hope of furthering our other objectives, namely, achieving a relatively low blended cost of capital for SLTech, ensuring our ability to service our supply contracts, providing a just transition for our employees, divesting our stake in SLTech, which would allow us to broaden our universe of investors to include pure RE investors, and ultimately enabling ACEN to regain control of the plant in 2040 to ensure responsible decommissioning and repurposing of the facility. From a standing start, our company grew rapidly from 0 to 1,000 megawatts within the first 5 years, where we embarked on a transformational journey which entailed expanding beyond the Philippines and growing across the region, shifting away from thermal and scaling up renewables, building our own development and operational capabilities, which entailed 2 strategic acquisitions. Today, ACEN has established a meaningful presence in 5 markets across the region and has set an aggressive goal to reach 20 gigawatts of renewables by 2030 and reach net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050.
Because the ETM is significantly reducing the coal plant's technical life in half from 50 to 60 years to just 25 years, ACEN is saving around 2.1 million metric tons of carbon dioxide emissions every year. In total, we are potentially eliminating around 31.8 million metric tons of CO2 emissions from the air. That is a great first step toward net zero.
Of course, SLTech's ETM would not have been possible without the support and open-mindedness of our financial partners to this innovative transaction. Synergy within the Ayala Group was strongly demonstrated through the participation of BPI, BPI Capital, and BPI Asset Management. Outside of Ayala, our key partners include RCBC, Alpha Primus, CLSA, Insular Life, GSIS, and the investors behind ETM Philippines Holdings. For ACEN, the ETM allows a return of invested capital in SLTech of 7.2 billion, which will be reinvested in renewable energy projects.
We're very thankful to our ETM investors who enabled the first ETM deal globally. This is a truly trailblazing initiative for ACEN and will hopefully inspire other companies to carry out similar programs to accelerate the transition from fossil fuel to renewables.
We believe that our pioneering energy transition mechanism has proven itself to be a scalable, collaborative, and groundbreaking initiative that sets the global standard in the accelerated shift to a low-carbon growth path, one in which other organizations can recreate in order to provide resources for a just transition, scale up demand for renewable energy, and create jobs towards green recovery.